Whoops.
5 seconds.
7 Nightly News.
Guarding the entrance to Sydney Harbour, the South Head signal station began life as a lookout, and since it was established, it's been manned continuously, 24 hours a day.
When Captain Hunter initially established a lookout here, it was rather primitive, as you could imagine. It would be timber huts and a flagpole, and then later on we've evolved to a building erected here in 1840.
Captain Hunter was the commander of the HMS Sirius. The first signalman was Daniel Southwell, one of the ship's mates. He took up his post in 1790. At that time, the lookout used flags to communicate port activity to Government House in Parramatta. The first navigational light in Australia was burnt here. For a while, it was the Watsons Bay Post Office. Ironically, it was also the site of Sydney's worst maritime disaster, when in 1857, the Dunbar, with 122 people on board, was wrecked in a violent storm, the ship running aground on the rocks just below the signal station. It was the signal master's wife who raised the alarm.
During the evening was disturbed by the incessant barking of a dog in the backyard, and she went out to investigate at first light in the morning, and she saw the wreckage and the bodies and gave the first alert to the pilot.
Only one person survived, James Johnson, and he was rescued 36 hours later. Over the years, the station has slowly been upgraded. It now has radar and computerised communications. Roy Davies is the present signal master. In 23 years, he's seen everything from America's largest warship, the USS Enterprise, to the return of lone yachtswoman Kay Cotty. Despite being surrounded by modern technology, Roy is nostalgic about the station's history.
Like Daniel Southwell in 1790, I still regard that as the colony and this as the outpost, and it has its advantages.
The signal station will be 200 on January the 20th and will continue in its tradition as the eyes of Sydney Harbour.